standing on the podium with some of the greatest champions in the World Championship throughout my career from 79 until 92. Looking at the problems and the issues and the struggles that happen now is the same, except there's a lot more to think about. And that's because from first place to 20th is sometimes less than 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds.
I don't think there's ever been that much good equipment in MotoGP as there is right now. When I raced, I had to worry about 2, maybe 3 guys. But now it appears that, you know, you got to worry about almost everybody. And I think that a lot of it is and I haven't talked to anybody yet about it or any of the riders, but it seems to be a feeling thing, you know. One day this guy feels good with the tires. Next day, next race, he's 22nd. So it's strange for me. This whole year has been very strange. I haven't figured it out yet. I think it's the revolution of the motorcycles and tires. Everybody's on the same tire now. You know, when I did my Grand Prix, I was the only one on a Goodyear tire. So it's a lot different now. You know, everyone's got to have the right tire for the right spec of the machine, it appears to me. And that it must be very difficult to get. And I think that's why we're getting so many different people.
What's amazing, I think, also is that, yes, we have motorcycles that look the same, different colors because it's a different brand. I don't really need to state the brands because we know of the 6 manufacturers that we have, but it's the amount of data that we have in front of us, meaning the weight of the bike is all around 160 kilo because that's the weight limit. The rider, there is no weight limit. You can be as light as you want. This is a unique part. We have riders that are this tall and we have riders that are like Luca Marini, very tall. And yet we get a similar lap time from this array of motorcycles, this array of ideas. You have different engineers working inside of the garages, setting up the electronics, things like this. The imaginary thing is how can they be that close? It's a testament to what was the dream of Dorna and putting together a championship where everybody could be competitive. And now the manufacturers have really started to catch up on each other.
I mean, I think the electronics are helping the young kids get on the big bikes and learn how to ride them sooner. But that being said, the first-year guys typically, you know, you see Fernandez and Gardner and those guys, they didn't just jump on those bikes and immediately go to the front. They're really struggling to break into the top 15 and score points. For sure, it's easier. I think the time frame to learn used to be on a 500, used to be at least 1 season, sometimes 2, if you could survive that. You know, normally your learning was like the Marquez crash in warm-up, you know, big high side, and that was typically, you know, if you had a crash on a 500. So the riders' careers are lasting longer. The Aleix Espargaro won a Grand Prix after 200 Grand Prix starts.
In Argentina, to have Aprilia and Aleix Espargaro winning their first Grand Prix together was something very, very special and just shows the amount of dedication and work. And when you look at the opposite side where you have Marc Marquez and Repsol Honda, Honda itself, one of the biggest companies that you have in the world, also struggling in the championship. It's amazing, no matter how big you are or how small you are, there's still a way of becoming victorious.